It's with quiet determination that they join the army and pledge allegiance. This year, the moment is especially solemn for the young soldiers and their parents. Here in the Julius Leber barracks in Berlin, everyone's mind is further east, on the war in Ukraine.
The Russian invasion of Ukraine has brought war back to Europe. Setting foot in these barracks is no small step. You became well aware of that these past few weeks.
The times are changing, and so is Germany's ambition to become Europe's biggest army in NATO. Parliament has created a special fund of 100 billion euros to get the army, or Bundeswehr, back into shape for the young recruits who will join a guard battalion. Pursuing a career in the armed forces has taken on a whole new meaning. Johann Klein is 17 and says he's found his calling.
For discipline, to help those in need, and to keep the peace.
I'm proud of him, even if it is a bit worrying at first when such a young person makes this choice, but I think it's the right path for him.
But for the Bundeswehr, a giant challenge awaits. Its equipment is old, the bureaucracy heavy, the soldiers demotivated. A parliamentary report called its situation alarming, and many experts say it couldn't even protect the country from enemy attack. For Jens Kubler, the war in Ukraine has brought about a sudden, welcome change.
We're going to get the money we need, new vehicles, ammunition, and everything that follows. We're going to get more modern equipment. Lots of things are going to change. We're in a necessary process of renewal.
Germany's army officially has 180,000 soldiers, but there are thousands of unfilled positions. So a recruitment drive is well underway. A YouTube series about life in the Guards Battalion is popular among young people. But the Bundeswehr isn't just on social media. It's also looking for recruits at job fairs. It remains high schoolers' favorite employer right after the police.
There's a military side of things for those who want to be a soldier, but also work on the civilian side.
The Army offers over 100 kinds of professional training courses.
They offer training in computer science and social sciences, but also for jobs needed on the battlefield, such as medicine.
Nobody wants the worst to happen, but if it does, I could help people, take care of them, and I would be ready to do that for Germany.
In the weeks following the invasion of Ukraine, the traffic on the Bundeswehr website doubled. 2/3 of the population now say they are in favor of its modernization. No surprise then that 22 years after German reunification and the end of the Cold War, the Army Reserves were the guest of honor during the German Unity Day celebrations in Erfurt. The reserves are now something exciting.
I want to join the reserves in case everything goes south, to help and not just to sit on the couch.
The German army now has 31,500 reservists who are occasionally summoned to reinforce active members of the armed forces. The German Defense Minister, Christine Lambrecht, come by for a quick inspection, says they will have a newfound importance.
We are entering an era where it is important to protect critical infrastructure, but also to develop a certain resilience in society. In that sense, the reservists fulfill a very important mission.
In a country which ended conscription in 2011, these men and women are called upon to fulfill all kinds of important missions on German soil. The Bundeswehr won't give out numbers, but will say there has been a jump in applications.
Nobody could have imagined that in these times, someone would change the borders of a country so violently as Putin has done. It's obvious that this has changed the situation. So all of a sudden, people's interest in our ability to defend the country has become much more significant.
But in a country that has nurtured a pacifist streak since the end of the Second World War, will this interest for the army last? For now, at least, everything suggests that mindsets are really changing, says this defense policy expert.
We could have feared that the energy crisis, for example, would have made Germans not support Ukraine. But not at all. It's a sign that many Germans have understood what's going on and that the whole security situation in Europe is changing.
It's an epochal change that is perhaps just starting. It could take 8 years to get the Bundeswehr in fighting shape with modern gear and motivated soldiers.